Hello, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at modeling linear relationships. This is part two. This is the second example, and let's take a look and see how we can solve this one. So what we want to do first is write the equation, graph the function, and then answer any question that you need. And we're going to graph it by using the X and Y intercepts. So let's take a look. So the Good Fruit stand sells baskets of cherries for $4 and baskets of blueberries for $3. Its daily goal is to sell 720. So the first thing you want to do is write the equation, and they give you a table so you can have your X and your Y. So uh, I'm gonna go ahead and write this function like this. I'll say 4 cherries for $4 for cherries plus $3 for blueberries is equal to 720. So that's my function. That's my standard form linear equation. Now, what I want to do first is I'm gonna plug in 0 for my cherries and then plug in 0 for the blueberries and see what I get. All right. So I'm gonna rewrite my equation. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug in 0 for cherries. And then just gonna work my equation from there and divide by 3. And B is equal to 240. So when I have 0 cherries, I need 240 blueberries in order to meet my goal. All right, now I'm gonna plug in 0 for blueberries. All right, so I plug that in. I have 4C is equal to 720. Divide by 4, and C is going to be equal to 180. All right, so now when C is 0, or cherries is 0 cherries, I got 240 blueberries is what I need. And when I have 0 blueberries, I need 180 cherries. So I'm going to write that in here. And that was 240 and 180. And that's all you need to graph. And they have an extra point here, and I'll just go ahead and tell you what that one is. But you would plug in that 30 for cherries and end up needing 200 blueberries. But let's go ahead and graph it, and we'll graph it using these 2 points here. So you got 0 cherries. So it's 0 cherries. How many blueberries? 240. So that's about 51, 152, about right here. And 180, 50, 100, 150, about right in here. Then you draw your line like so. All right. So now we got it graphed. We got the equation written. All we got to do now is answer the question. So the question is, if the fruit stand sells 60 baskets of cherries, how many baskets of blueberries must it sell to beat its goal? So we got to know we're going to plug it in for the cherries. So I'm going to come back and write my equation again. And I'm plugging it in for cherries. And that was 60. now I've got 240 uh, plus 3b. Now I'm going to subtract the 240 on both sides. That's going to give me 480. And then divide by 3, and b is equal to 160. So when I've got 60 cherries, I need 160 blueberries in order to meet the goal. So I need 160 blueberries. So that's how you take the word problem, you write the linear equation in standard form, and draw your line for your graph, and you can answer any of the following questions. All right, so stay tuned for part 3, but for now, thank you for checking out A1 Math. Have a nice day.